Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much.
Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. We are here in the new sim. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. We are here in the... For some reason I could hear it twice. Anyways, hope everybody's doing good. We're getting ready to get loaded up. We're going to try Kansas City downtown first. Have a look around, see if a few of us can find our houses. Corey, what's going on? Hope everybody's doing good and staying safe. So let me know if the volume's a little bit weird for everybody. I think I've got the audio set good. So we're here in the welcome screen, and we're going to see if we can get SimConnect to work for Sim Toolkit Pro here. We're not loaded in yet, but here's a look around with VATSIM traffic. We're not going to connect to VATSIM today, though. We will just start out offline, and we'll do a little bit of exploring. So we're going to plan on, Harry, what's up? We're going to plan on doing Kansas City, then Toronto, then Athens. We've got a bunch, not a bunch, but we've got most of the payware scenery that's out there installed, flight beams, Denver, and Orbix's Innsbruck, as well as, what else do we've got? Leeds and London City, which we did a little bit on the test today. So a streamer has an issue, doesn't even know how to use the trim. Yep, that could be a problem. So we'll jump into the different airplanes too. We're going to start out in just the 172 and get kind of back to our roots here, and we'll go with some preset weather. So a couple of things. The first thing, obviously, is this is pretty historic. This title is thought to be PC's longest-running software title, period. In fact, this predates Windows, actually. First released in '82 for DOS. So it is the longest-running game. So Microsoft, when they stopped development after Flight Sim X and then the Microsoft Flight thing, I think it's been about 13, 14 years. So we were left kind of homeless until X-Plane and P3D came along. So big hats off to those guys for keeping us in a 64-bit sim until the new sim came out. So welcome home, Microsoft, and welcome to the FS family. Asobo, they're the developers that did this for Microsoft. So we all now have a home again. And I do think this will become the platform that everybody will use, the future platform. So we're going to jump in. Top 4 on Twitch, Flight Sim is. Yeah, so I don't doubt it. There's a lot of people streaming right now. And everybody that's not is probably using it. Let me bring up the sounds for the sim again here. So here we are. Actually, what I want to talk about, for those of you guys that missed it earlier or that are going to watch the VOD later, this is the new UI. So gone is the little bar, the traditional bar across the top that you hit escape in or whatever. So it goes left to right. From the welcome screen, you've got the 4 panels here. So world map is where you start your flights at. And then you've got your live event challenges, flight training, and the activities. You've got landing challenges, bush trips. Landing challenges, there's all kinds of stuff. We may get into a few of these today. This one's kind of neat. Lanada Grande, just for a basic landing challenge, is pretty cool. There's a bunch of other ones in here, and some epic ones, and all that good stuff. For your flight training, if you're new, it's good to go ahead and kind of get acquainted with the flight simulator ecosystem. So even if they're a little bit wonky, so in the instructor stuff and controls that you may have set up. There's also news here that you're going to find out. Here's the welcome screen here. And what else was next? We had news, feedback, and support. That's basically the same thing for right now. So if you move on, so it's highlighted here in white, and if you go to the right profile and it cycles the next 4 panels, your profiles here. There's badges and achievements, some basic stuff. Sobo will keep adding to this as they go. So content managers here. So one of the things we need to do is deactivate Denver again. For some reason it keeps installing it, and let me see what dependencies. Okay, if I delete it, there's no way not to tell it I don't want to update yet. Hopefully that'll change, because we have Flightbeams Denver installed. Then you've got your logbook here, of course. So all good stuff. Luca, hey, how's it going? Harry, how's the audio? Does it sound okay? Does it sound out of whack or anything? So then you get into the marketplace here and all the good stuff that you got from third parties as well as official content from Microsoft. You can add stuff to the wish list. It also throws in the third-party stuff here. So here's everything that I own. The third-party stuff I bought directly from them, from their apps. We may do a landing challenge, yeah. Because as of now, if you have third-party scenery and they push an update out, as of right now, you won't get that update through the Microsoft Store, from what I understand, until they push out their 2 to 3 month update cycle. So that'll come with that. So hopefully that will change soon, though. Any promotions, installed stuff is here, stuff from third-party developers. So far, these are the 4 that are in here. Landmarks, man-made, that's Orbix. Piston power, so far Carenado's got their 182. It uses the default G1000, so for me there's no reason to purchase it. But Harry, are you still here on stream? Can you give me an audio check? So I haven't used the headset in a while. So that's the marketplace, and then you go over to the options here, and general options, graphics, camera, sound, traffic. We may get into a little bit of this later, but a lot of it's pretty self-explanatory. Assistance here. We've got everything set to hard custom. So Harry says it's good. Luca, your sim's still downloading. Wow, you're at 75 though. You're getting close. Here's where you go to set up all your controls. And we may experiment with that a little bit later in the drone camera, so you guys may have to help me out with that. So let's get started. Let's cruise over to Kansas City and spin the globe around. This is so cool. All kinds of filters you can put on. You can take off, put on and off winds, your friends. I've got the background on blend, airports, types of runways, POIs, point of interest, navigation, all that good stuff, airspaces. So if I want to toss on RTACs and FIRs, fears, should be able to do that. Do I have to close it out first? Did it not work? Did we find another bug? I think it worked during testing. Anyways, that's all right. Let's jump over here to downtown, and what we're gonna do is take a little tour. Downtown is one of the photogrammetry cities, so you're gonna see some neat stuff here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to leave traffic off for right now, and I'm going to go to a preset weather theme. And I like a few clouds, actually. It's kind of nice. And then we'll bring those, I'll just bring those bases up to about 5 or so when we get in the sim. So we'll go ahead and do that. So now this is also the flight planner. So if I want to go somewhere, I can do all that here. Procedures are loaded in. Current nav data cycle, we're on 2009. That's also loaded in by, is it Nav Blue? And speaking of nav data, Navigraph will be bringing their Jeppesen data over to the new sim. So for those of us that are hardcore, we'll probably continue with Navigraph, because the Nav Blue nav data, is, even though it has RNAV fixes and all that kind of stuff, is still pretty basic. So the Jeppesen data will be a little bit more in depth. Mike is probably offline installing the new sim. Yeah. Yeah, getting everything set up. Speaking of keybinds, FSU IPC beta was released today. I think it's version 7. So most of you, Rastapinor, did I pronounce that right? Welcome to the channel. Good to have you on frequency. That's a little more in depth, is setting your controls and settings and keybinds and switches and all that good stuff. So when you get deeper and you start learning more about the sim and FSU IPC is kind of what we all use. It's just a little bit more sensitive in setting up your controls. So what it does is it kind of gives you an overview cinematic here, and it's actually loading in stuff, so that's why it's a little bit stuttery right now. We are on unlimited bandwidth. That's what we've got set here, and we're just going to load up power on at the runway here. You can do this in offline. You can also pre-cache all this stuff in here. So if you notice, if I hover over here, this is the in-sim UI. So by hitting escape, you can still go back and change stuff if you want to. But this little quick reference here, this is kind of nice. We're going to go mess with the weather. And I thought there was... So I am going to altitude top, altitude bottom, 16. I'm just going to bring these up to about 5 or so. Adjust the weather during a flight. Microsoft Game Bar. So, and that'll give us a little bit more. We'll probably climb up to about 25 or 35. Maybe stay around 25 out of here. That'll keep us under the Bravo Shelf MCI, and it'll let us see a little bit of the scenery. So we're just here. We're on 19 facing south. This is a default airport, so we're gonna just kind of look at the default airports a couple of times, and then we're gonna get into some payware airports. As you can see, the default airports are not bad. And you can see the grass work and all that good stuff. The signage. Some of the taxiway lights are a little bit wonky. There's a couple there at the whole short bars. This is Atlantic over here. Hopefully somebody will do this payware. Hangar 5 over here, and then the old terminal and signature down there. So let me jump in real quick here. Let me get a few things set up. I'm just going to sync the heading real quick. 2992 is where we're at. VR is 55, of course. Shouldn't have any winds, but we'll throw in the wind barbs anyways. I am not a expert on the G1000, so I played a little bit with some procedures and presets during the testing. They did not work all that great. So that was, of course, that was prior to the release build. So we'll see how much they fix between the closed beta and what we've got here. So I'll also go ahead and we're just going to preset V speed. We don't have VNAV in this, and because we may go on autopilot, so we can kind of look around and select heading there if we need it. Flight directors can come up. Engines, everything's in the green. T's and P's look good. Flap 0 departure, and in case we showcase some of the night light, I'll go ahead and throw on the back plates there, and you can pull that kind of stuff off, which is good. And if I can also cycle through some of the presets, and which is kind of handy. This is the default, so I think we can leave pitot heat off for this if I'm not right. CNB scene operation landing light. If you guys are as old as I am, we'll kick them all on. So, and then I will take us back to that view. So we'll get out of here. Let's check trim, and looks like we're pretty good there. There's a look at the plush interiors. I see the floods are on again. I'm not sure why they have these come on. But I can't remember if anybody bugged that up in testing. So, alright, let's see. Brakes off. Flight controls looking good. Yeah. Should be looking out here when I do that. And we're good. Nothing changed. Pull the brakes off. Brakes off. All right, let's spool it up. Let's take a little tour around. Take off power set. All in the green. Looks good. Little bit of stutter in there for some reason. P factor again is the opposite. I don't know why it does that on some flights, but I'm having to use left rudder actually. Did anybody bug that up in testing? Let's just let it lift off here or whatever. Alright, kind of put in a little bit of trim here. So they still have a lot of optimizations. Yeah, I just don't know why sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. P3D was kind of like that. So there's looking off into KCK. You can see the, I think that's the grain silos there. That's looking to the west. Over the river, we're getting buffeted around here just a little bit. And you can see the photogrammetry still has yet to pick out the lattice work on the bridges. So a lot of that will have to be hand done. But we'll fly over 670 I-70 here, and some of the trees need a little bit of work. But all that's brought in by Black Shark AI, so all that is just what it's seen off the image. So I think we pitch up for what, about 75, what's VY in this thing, 74, close enough. So we'll pitch for speed on the way up here. I'm just going to kind of fly around. We're going to show you, you can see the lane markings there. And we'll kind of turn to the south of Bartle Hall here. That's those 4 spires and Kaufman Center. You can see right off the strut there. Not sure why the stutters. But they've done a phenomenal job. I'm going to bring up Game Bar here for just a second. And if I press the pause key, we can active pause. And I'm just going to keep the frame counter on. You guys shouldn't be able to see that. I put everything down to medium settings. Actually, I'm getting worse performance. I'm not sure why I'm at 25. That's kind of odd. Streaming does take a little bit out of it, but it shouldn't take that much. We just tried this earlier and we didn't have any issues. I know you can't see the counter, so I just wanted to see that. There's a Sprint Center there. So flying over downtown Kansas City. So my apologies, guys. There's the Federal Building, 601 East 12th Street, right here. That's the AT&T building. And let's go see. There we go. Frames are coming back up. Might have been something with the servers. Same performance with me, yeah. So it might have been a little hiccup with loading the photogrammetry, maybe, but the frames are back up to almost 40 now. So that's about normal for my rig. We'll kind of turn out towards there's Broadway there, and we'll head down over the plaza. So in the I-35 there, we'll head kind of down that direction there. It's 2500. Pull back on the power here a little bit and trim down. So it's still a little bit stuttery. I'm not sure why. Is everybody pounding it out? So otherwise, looking pretty good over Kansas City. We'll go south here a little bit. We'll go find work, and then we'll fly up towards MCI, and then come back for a south landing on 19. Let's bring back a little bit of power here. We don't need all this speed anyways. So afraid to see the performance on the labs. Might actually be better, being that it probably runs outside of the sim. So there is the plaza down there. You guys should recognize those buildings there. My dentist is actually right over here. J.C. Nichols Fountain down there. That'd be cool if somebody modeled the plaza lights in the sim. Why are we stuttering, folks? It's a little bit strange. Pull that back off there. So we'll just kind of hang out right here, and we'll head down towards my work. in Lenexa. Our pilot base is actually in downtown though, so brand spanking shiny new 172 with the LED landing lights. The aircraft actually, I think, ships with the was it the NZTXI, whatever it's called, Garmin's. Yeah, Sobo, they really did great. So now the air is uneven, of course, in the real world, and it is in the sim too, because the atmosphere is modeled. So the plane's going to bob and weave in the it's over 1,000 points of aerodynamic content or contact on the aircraft. So you're going to see bobbing and weaving almost in 4D there, like it should. So I think we are around the corner up here. A little bit further down here with the state of the west of 35 here heading south. We'll see what's been fixed, what's been added. It looks like they burned up some of these overpasses, which actually look pretty good. Yeah, they've come a long way. It's just light years ahead of what we had. So this will definitely become the platform of choice, I think, for everybody. Put in just a touch more power. Try to keep it around 22, maybe. I think is a good sweet spot. The RPMs. Excuse me. So I think this is Johnson Drive here. This looks like the IKEA down there. Is that what that is? So one of the things that you're going to notice is you're gonna be seeing a lot more colors than you're used to seeing, even in the non-photogrammetry cities, because of how the AI works. It does pick out roof types, colors, and you can see even lane markings. I can zoom in down in the sun there. Yeah, IKEA. So it parsed that out. Crazy. Kind of bring us back over here. So up around this corner here, there's where I work actually, right in this building. And I think that's the building there. So our headquarters is headquarters office actually off airport, has been for a few years. It's just not enough not enough stuff to keep it, or not enough room for all of us on the airport right now. So looking pretty good there. It's Kansas River out there to the west. Kind of feels bad. Yeah, I know. So this is AirShare corporate headquarters. Right here. And you can see when you zoom in, it kind of looks funky in photogrammetry. When you zoom back out, it comes out. So I think there's only like one level of zoom. It's kind of a downfall right now. Hopefully they'll figure a way to make that work a little bit differently. So what this is going to look like in the next couple years is going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, it's incredible to see what they've done, what we've got this far, and to see what they've done. So here is 35 going off the right side there, and there's a 69 split. So New Century Airport's over there, Johnson County's over here, and we're heading down we're in Overland Park now. I think this is College is down here, this is Corporate Woods, and we're going to actually turn to the east, and we're going to come back over the sports complex, the SC Arrowhead and Kaufman, the K, Royal Stadium. So we're probably about 2 to 5 nautical north of OJC right now, which is Johnson County. It's Corporate Woods there. So it's kind of turn over 435 here. It's the street signs down there. It's kind of looking for OJC should be right around here. I've actually only landed there, I think, once or twice, real world. Put a little bit more power here. Just kind of slow roll it over. So. Still kind of baffled. Do you guys hear the aircraft sounds okay? Because one of the things that it's subtle but noticeable, and it adds a ton to the immersion, is especially the power off when you're slowing down, idling back on the approach. The cabin noise just changes, and it's really neat. That Top Golf down there. I didn't think it was near the actual golf course. I can't remember right off. I think this is Metcalf Avenue, so that wouldn't have been it. Look at that. Freaking gorgeous. I think Top Golf's actually over here somewhere. That might be it there. It's on construction probably. So I don't think the satellite image is that new. Yeah, it might be. And we'll just follow 435 around to the north here, or keep going to the east, and right about here is where it splits off and goes north, and we'll just follow it north there. Now you can see the image becomes a little bit green, and this is the edge of the photogrammetry here. So I was kind of hoping they were going to be able to figure out some way to blend that better. But right now, they're not. Anybody see their house down there? So when we get up towards MCI, I'll show you where I live. Actually, this is, yeah, this is not it. It's up one more, I think. It might be outside the photogrammetry. You guys let me know if it's too loud. Yeah, there's the, I think that's the highway split there. Lee Summit area out there. So that looks like the edge of the photogrammetry. I think this is the Bannister complex here, or the old Bannister complex, however you want to look at it. It used to be South Station for the Federal Protective Service down there also. So you guys are going to see a little bit of what's non-photogrammetry also. Do a spin. Hello AI, how's it going? We're a little bit low right now to be messing with that. Kind of got a little bit of altitude there. We'll kind of drop it back down. Actually, 35 is going to be more correct, anyways, for the direction of flight. So we're going to fly up towards Arrowhead in the K. You only need 500 feet to recover. Yeah, I don't think I have enough altitude to spin this airplane. Cessnas are generally spin resistant. I think it'll do it though. When I say spin resistant, I don't mean that they don't spin, but you're going to have to work at it a little bit. Don't let go of the rudder. I thought actually you wanted to hold controls neutral and power off. I can't remember. It's been forever. There's 435 there, headed back north. Or 71 rather, sorry, that's 71. So there's still a little bit of work to do with the green image, taking out some of that that color in the base image. Boy, excuse me. So Lee Summit is just off to the east there, off to the right side. And we should have the, there's the sports complex right up here. You can kind of see it coming into view. We'll get back into the photogrammetry here. How much fuel did we take? We good? We're good. Full rudder in the direction you want to spin it. Yeah. So once we have a look at the stadiums, we'll turn back to the northwest and head up towards MCI, and then come back down for a 1-9 landing. Toronto's been really well done, so we're going to go check out Billy Bishop after this flight, and then we'll continue to look at some more, maybe jump in the TBM also, see if flight planning's changed. SimBrief does have a profile for it, I found out. So it's actually pretty nice outside right now. It's not much different than our preset weather. There's a little bit of wind. Should we see if SimConnect has found where we are? I think it works. Yes, it does. That's us right there. So it is working. And you know what? That may be what's causing the stutters, actually. I need to... can I disconnect? I don't think I can from the live map, right? I can't connect and disconnect. I will bet you that if I close this out, because I forgot totally that SimConnect is... there's an issue with it right now. There's Arrowhead, and it's been causing stutters and frame loss. So I forgot I had that on. So there's Arrowhead down there, and the K. Kind of bring us around here to the left. "14 years in the making," yeah, how about that? Better late than never. Yeah, certainly a big, huge surprise when they announced that. Surprised everybody last year. There's no way that's still there in the database. OL8, wasn't that the old airport just outside of downtown off I-70? What was it called? I don't know if you guys remember that. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. So we're headed back, we're kind of pointed at MKC or just north of it. .435 there, nice. That's I-70 right below us, running east-west. So MCI is just up here. I think this is it the Army ammunition plant there? What was it called? Lake City or whatever. Yeah, I think my stutters are going. It's definitely, that was the issue, SimConnect. So it's because I had the moving maps uses the SimConnect. So that's what did it. Did I increase ground traffic? No, I actually decreased it, Luca. You can take it down to 10%, and that's usually good for, if you take all the traffic down to about 10%, you'll still have a lot of ground traffic, and that's good for about a 10 FPS bump. So I would recommend doing that. So I-70 kind of snakes through the east side of downtown there. It's going to kind of turn towards the Northland here a little bit. So Clay County Regional or Midwest National Air Center, whatever it's called now, is up in that direction there to the northeast. That's where I did a lot of my touch and goes out when I was in flight training, in flight school. Kind of bounced between there and New Century a lot, and made a few visits up to MCI. Ed Force, yeah, it's been, I took a couple of weeks off, so. Thanks for the resub.
Ed Force 5 has been released as PIC for all operations. Is it possible that you streaming, Jeff? Howdy, good to see ya.
Yes, it's good to see you. Yeah, I took a couple of weeks off. You like that? Yeah, I love it. Airwolf's awesome. I was kind of a little bit burned out on it, but I was kind of getting a little bit deeper into obviously the testing here. So I wanted to get a lot more familiar with some of the new features and stuff than I was. So it was kind of good to do that and get ready for today, release day. So we're headed back north-ish, almost due north actually. So I think that's we're headed up 169 I think right now. No, where am I at? That's actually over here. I think this is that 210? So this is 35, this is where 29 starts actually. But look at that, look at the Missouri River down there, how about that? Pretty good stuff. So hopefully they'll get SimConnect patched up for us. Kind of feels like you hit the fast forward button. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So finally we have a sim for today's and tomorrow's hardware. and we'll play with some of the weather settings and take a look at some of the night settings. But we'll shoot this approach of the day because coming in over the river here is pretty neat. Now, during my flight training night when we were north ops, I used to get north of the buildings, which is kind of like an air show landing, just kind of roll out to over the numbers. And south of the buildings was kind of fun because you got low enough to where you're almost peeking out. The buildings kind of obscuring the airport, same way to the south. So you had to watch traffic that were inbound runway 1. I mean, it's really, in the real world, in my opinion, KC downtown rivals Van Nuys easily. It's actually more interesting because you got the river on 3 sides of the airfield and the buildings, and you've got such a variety of traffic at downtown. You've got the whole gambit, military, commercial. You've got airships, blimps, helicopters, the whole ball of wax. There's 169. Worlds of Fun should be right around here somewhere. I believe it's up here. I think we're a little bit south. There's the water tower. Am I on 169? Sorry. Oops. Worlds of Fun's back here, I think. This is 169. And Briarcliff is right there. So here's 29 here. There's 635 goes down into Riverside here, and then across to KCK. That's how I go to work. I take 29 here. So MCI is actually just outside of the photogrammetry. It's up here. So we are coming over Lake Wacomas here. Kind of skirt Platte Woods a little bit. And we'll hit Berry Road. We won't do a touch and go to MCI. We'll just flip it around and head back towards downtown. So, what do I think about these jokesters? Never been on flight simming before. Hopefully that's, yeah. Well, I mean, that's good. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of new people that were never even interested in flight sims, and we've seen a lot of the comments on like some of the game mags and stuff like that coming in. But yeah, before, don't just go getting on VATSIM, guys, you know, without knowing how to fly IFR, basically. They welcome VFR, we welcome VFR, but you need to be familiar with, there's plenty of tutorials for newcomers too, though. There's Metro North right over here on radio procedures and when you're first joining. So yeah, this is a true, you can truly fly VFR, so on this sim. VAPSTAR, yeah, say Baron, I keep forgetting what the new the new program was for VATSIM. So I'm actually right over here. That's my place. So this is Berry Road right here. This is 152. So just outside of the photogrammetry. So we're gonna flip it around here. Obviously, I'd be talking to approach right about now. They'd be getting really pissed. MCI has always been really good with if you're a student pilot here in Kansas City and you got your Class B endorsement. They've always been great with. In fact, a lot of the controllers in person have told me they always loved having GA up there. It kind of keeps them on their toes, breaks up the monotony for them. They get a chance to control something other than the usual 180 to the marker. So our real world controllers, if you guys are thinking about flying here in the Kansas City area, it's actually a really great place to get your license. So especially out of downtown. So you're just under the Bravo shelf. Downtown's towered. So you can, when you're starting out, you can stay out of the Bravo if you want to, fly south or east, and work up to your Class B endorsement and hop up to MCI. And that's surely what I did when I first got mine. That was way back in 99 is when I certified, but it was always, I remember my first flight up there. It was really neat to see a transport category aircraft holding for me. Holding for me to land. I think that's Weatherby down there, or is that Houston? Yeah, the Weatherby's back here. And this is Wrist Lake here. So, there's the flats down there along the Missouri River. This is 29 and 64th Street here, Tom Watson Parkway, as in the golfer. So we're just headed south down 29 here. And I'll just enter a modified extended right base, if you can call it that. So we'll start thinking about getting down to the TPA. That's about 1700 if I remember right. So I'll just pull this power back, probably about 16 should be good, and kind of hold that. Flying the Icon through Ottawa, nice. Yeah. Yeah, not just texture tiles, huh? So let me active pause here. I want to show you guys. There's another interesting little bit of aviation history here in Kansas City. So what this is, if you notice, it kind of looks like an airport was there, right? This used to be the Fairfax Airport. So our family imported to KC here in the 70s. My grandfather was the VP for Van Dusen Aircraft Supplies. So before this became the GM plant that makes cars, they produced bombers out of here. So this is downtown here, and this is the old Fairfax Airport. So a little bit of history. So we imported here from California in the 70s, and this was the airport. That was actually in KCK. So we'll start getting down here. Let's drop this power back a little bit, and I'll square this off somewhat. Yeah, the clouds definitely are amazing. Keep my speed up so we don't upset the controllers. So can you guys hear that, the cockpit the environment sounds? It's not much of anything, but it really changes. And you'll see as we get slower here, it's a little bit, obviously the plane becomes more unstable. So we're at the top of the white arc here. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a notch. I didn't even hear those go. Let me active pause. Let me make sure that's not plugged up. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright. For some reason the key binding didn't stick. Oops. So active pause put me in, gave me a little bit of speed too, didn't it? Alright, there we go. Let's get back here. Now generally, I always thought if I did this right, I rolled right out on the Vassies. Over white. If I kept the airport off the, just off the wingtip like you're supposed to. Trim it up here a little bit, and I'll just keep in about close to 1400 RPM, I think. Should get it. So now we're visual. I've got the TDZ, so gas undercarriage mixture props, constant, and gas is both. Undercarriage is 3 welded. So you can see we're kind of bobbing and weaving here, which is really realistic. So, hey John, yeah, it does, doesn't it? It is absolutely stunning. Are we gonna do some multiplayer? There's a 500. 500 runway environment looks good. 500. Stable, continue.
500.
I'm gonna keep a little bit high here. We're fine. 2 whites. And then a little bit more power, and we'll try to hold about 65 here if we can. Still getting used to my control sensitivities because I didn't mess with them. And a little bit of, it's kind of skewed off the center line here. We'll try to straighten this out. There we go. Assies are happy. Touch fast. We can pull that back to about 14 now, I think. Power off, kind of hold it, hold it, hold it. Little bit wonky on that, so. And some reason the P factor is I don't know why it's pulling me to the right. I thought that was fixed. So that needs to be bugged up here. I'm not sure what is going on. So it didn't do that on the flight today. The test flight, so the brakes, not the scalar on that. No, it should be. Yeah, no, Baron, it does that. Yeah, it for some reason, I'm not sure why. So I don't know why it does it on some. It did that P3D too. So I just kind of got used to countering it. So you guys didn't notice it much on stream when we were in the butter bus, but that's a little tour around KC, not too bad. Let's kind of pull it off here, and let's get the lights. So next, taxi light on. All right, next is you flew the 7.5 and the 7.8, yeah, and P3D. So. Next, I think we're going to, let's do Billy Bishop, because I actually didn't mess with that in testing. So, glad you got the sim from the Steam store. I know you like Steam, yes. So what we do is go to main, got to go back to main menu. Right now, it's not actually possible to start a new flight while in the sim. That won't affect us with payware aircraft when we do turns, though, so you won't have to worry about that. You'll just kind of do like you did before. So is it CYY? No, that's St. John's. What is Billy Bishop? CYOS. Is this it? We can actually, if you want to, take off out of Toronto. CYOZ. And we can go find it. So, and actually this will be good because this will just, oh no. Let me just set that as the departure, and we'll set city center as the arrival, and we'll fly some pink needles. It's going to be a quick up and a quick down, but we'll tour the city. And we'll just start out on the runway again with the power. If you choose to start out, you can zoom in. I'll show you guys. You can start out at a gate, and you'll be power off. So, LJ. Oh yeah, that'd be a good one actually. Libijuana. Love to see that. Haven't seen takeoff in this yet. Oh yeah. Toronto, yeah. I don't know why I didn't go there for testing either. I don't think I did. Maybe I did a landing challenge there or something, but just wasn't one of the areas I focused on. Yes, Canada is. And hopefully they'll get Kelowna moved over here to the new sim also. So it's been really fun, kind of getting back to some GA flying for a change, and they've done a really good job on the flight dynamics on the 172. It's really fun to fly, really fun to fly. So let's see, here's Toronto, and it takes just a second for everything to kind of settle down, so I'm just going to kind of get set up here. And it's heading, current heading, there's pink needles. And let me get rid of the yoke here, it's kind of in the way. Just go GPS there, it should be fine. I'll pre-select 3 just in case we do decide we need it. And just in case, I don't think we will. And let's put those on, let's put those on. Whoops. And let's get rid of the floods again. Don't know why those are coming on now. Brakes off, everything looks good. T's and P's. We've got some gas, got a splash of gas to get us over there. And let's put in some power. Take off power, all green, everything looks good. And airspeed alive. Whoops. I'm getting a little crazy on my controls here. So we're a westbound departure right now, and let's just go ahead and let it go. So we'll flip it around to the left here, to the east. And we'll go find some city and see what Toronto's all about. CYOW is your home base? No kidding. Nice. That's Ottawa? So this looks like a non-photogrammetry area here. Looks like it's procedurally generated, but I thought that I saw once we get into Toronto proper here, then it becomes photogrammetry. So kind of climb out here and point ourselves towards, there we go, there's the city out there. There's the needle, so we'll get into photogrammetry here. Yep, CN Tower. So there's the default YYZ there. So not too bad actually, picking out the terminal structures for that. That's a non-handcrafted airport. So it's just what Black Shark picks out. Good stuff. Look at that. I mean, even the non-photogrammetry, you know, it's still 10 times better than what we had before. You see the golf course there, the ball diamonds. The fidelity is a lot higher. So you can still fly VFR. See, in X-Plane, this stuff would be all like squared off and stuff, and even in P3D. But it's a lot more, it's pretty good. Hagia Sophia, the new sim was. Oh, I think I saw something on Discord here too. Oh, thought somebody was on there, so. So I'm trying to pick out, and the airport's right here, so I think we'll fly around the probably around the north side, I think, and then we'll come back in for a landing. They have to fix the roads. What's wrong? What do you mean the roads? At least they're not angular. Yeah, and the bridges. Yeah, they do have some of the water masking. They said I think they were going to be doing, but they're doing by hand. They fixed a lot of it on before release, but because the satellite images took a picture in high tide and or low tide, they kind of have to. I don't know if they have to have both images or what the case was, but they did address that in the developer Q&A. So, the green and flat, yeah. There's got to be a way to bring some of that. I don't know if that's vector data technically or not, to where they can, kind of overlay them on there. Be a lot of work though to see if they got it right. The icon doesn't make wake either. Yeah, I think it's going to get wake soon. I thought Toronto was photogrammetry. Is it just one little area of it? Looks like it. Is it just this little area here? So, and the rest is procedurally generated. Still looks pretty damn good though. This would just kill me right now in P3D. So, this would just kill us. Yeah, they're still amazing. So. Yeah, Danny, I just cleared everything and started over. So you can clearly see we're coming into the photogrammetry here. Yeah, no, definitely not for the whole world. Only where they have images for it, which is like, I think it's like 400 cities or something. Ed. Which is a lot. You're going to be surprised at where you see photogrammetry at, and where you're not. So you're gonna be like, I can't believe there's photogrammetry here and not at some of the bigger cities. There's Billy Bishop down there. Let's just drop the power back here. So you can kind of hear how that wind when I power down. So it uses satellite coverage for the whole world, but where there's no photogrammetry, the Azure picks out from the satellite image still and procedurally generates. Yeah, stadium roof's closed. Procedurally generates the buildings. Now, what's hard to do for the AI is when they have a top-down image and getting the right heights. And that was a issue they had with trees. That was one of the main issues, because the Azure couldn't pick out the tree height, obviously. So they had to go put in species, right? Species of trees. Wow, the performance is awesome here. This would have just absolutely blistered me in P3D. Yeah, that's to be expected, John. Just kind of have to educate him a little bit. So, wrong image. Oh, I didn't even look at that area. That's at Turkey. Oh, didn't. I can't say if I did that or not. That wouldn't be right. So, where's the airport at? Is it back here? I mean, look at that. Look at the atmosphere there as we're turning into the sun. And you can see it reflecting off the, you can even see it reflecting, the clouds reflecting off the sunshades there, the visors. And the water is just something else altogether. That's kind of one of my big gripes in P3D. Let's go see if I can find a runway to land on here. It looks like I can see one. Look at that. Look at the haze. Alright, we're gonna land west. Have any... I got Pappies over here. I gotta bleed off some speed here, so I need to level up a little bit. Fly across Niagara Falls. That's normal in Toronto. Oh, Hayes, yeah. It's a big city. Look at that. Gorgeous. Need to worry about getting on center line here eventually, don't I? Be a little bit high if I don't bleed off the rest of the speed. There we go. There's a notch. Whoops. Alright, let's kick it in. That is amazing. Alright, I think I see some Vassies off the right side. Actually, I got red over white. We're looking good.
500.
500 check. Runway environment looks good. Stable. Semi. Continue. Flaps full. Gas full. Center carriage 3 welded. Mixture full. Props constant. On speed on path. A little bit low now. Correcting. How wide is this freaking runway? It looks wider than 150 feet. Put back in a little bit of power here. Is that a localizer bar there? Welcome to Billy Bishop. Take that, butter. Missed the first turn off though. It's alright. Actually, I didn't. Watch this. Hear the plane creaking. So yeah, it does. It really does. That's the other thing that grabs you is the sense of scale. Unlike P3D and the Sims before, it really feels like, you know, you're flying past real objects, you know, and they're genuinely 3D. Even though they're 3D in the other Sims, there was just something about it. You know, this is a true one-to-one scale. It's the airline, the terminal, and the airline ramp there. I'm just gonna pull off up here. But you just that's actually amazing. It's going to be a city center. I think is going to be a popular place for a lot of people. I mean, look at that. Who is our PCS? What's going on? Do you think you should get X-Plane or Microsoft? Definitely. This is going to become the platform of the future. So all this stuff you're seeing is default out of the box, no add-ons. So it's the performance is so smooth, so amazing. And we haven't gotten into the night lighting yet, so FSX for sure. Already removed it. I haven't yet, but I think I probably will. I think there will be plenty to keep us busy for a while until we get PMDG and FS Labs. Thanks for the follow, by the way. So yeah, it's just night and day, even with all of the anomalies that are still present. I'm not on the network now. Even with all the anomalies that are present, you tend to overlook them because of the fluidity, the scale, and it's just going to get so much better. There's already add-ons starting to show up in the sim, which is just making everything just amazing. It's hard to put into words. You guys kind of have to feel it for yourself, I say, because it's more than just seeing. You're only running high graphics. Yeah, the fact that I can run ultra settings if I want to on my rig is just, we couldn't even approach that before. I mean, not anywhere close. And maintain 30 FPS on a 2K monitor. They've really done an amazing job. All right, so there is. Oh, we are going to head to. We're going to hop over to LGAV. High settings, Toronto would have locked. Oh yeah, and P3D even on low settings would have probably locked me up in the labs. LJ is on there. All right, let's do a spin on LJ, and then we're going to go to LGAV. Because I want you guys to see Athens. But let's go. LJ is a really neat airport, guys. It's in the mountains. It has some just gorgeous approach in there. So we're going to go there and set that as the departure, or not. Let's try that one more time. Let me scale back the time so we can see it during the day. And we'll just do a little loop around here, little bounce and go or something, and then we'll head down to Athens, and we'll just start making our way around, kind of exploring. I think after Athens, we'll jump into TBM and we'll try to do a flight. So I think you guys want to see if we can do Innsbruck in the TBM, do Vienna to Innsbruck. Kind of want to see if I can load up, get a little bit deeper dive into that G3000 and see if it'll bring in a procedure. So after this one in Athens, we're going to do Innsbruck in the TBM. We'll see what that's all about. So yeah, while everybody's waiting on FS Labs and PMDG, there's going to be tons to keep you busy. So there's kind of the green satellite stuff there. You kind of get used to that after a while, but it's one of the things I wish they would somehow try to fix, or at least blend that. So we are on a northbound runway. We're going to. Did I pull off the brakes? Yep. All right. Let's get up here and take a spin around and see what it's about. Factor wants to work now. Airspeed alive. T's and P's look good in the green. Takeoff power set. Rotate. Away we go. This runway is actually freaking long. It's enormous. Isn't it like 10 or 11,000, Luca? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the default airports. I mean, I'm streaming it. It's the first time I've ever streamed a default airport, and I'm not ashamed to do it. So there's a terminal building there. It's actually not too bad. It got the jetways in there. So it looks like it's not photogrammetry over there, that mountain, is it? Shouldn't be. These are the airports I really like flying in and out of. They're challenging, they're interesting, they're not. You know, there's a lot to see, especially you can see all this rural, this farmland out here, kind of. Just looks really good in the new sim. Just looks even better. No more Orbix tiles. I mean, this is how it really looks. Frickin' turn these floods off. I think the city's up here, isn't it? So I think it's safe to say we're probably left traffic here. So let's kind of pull out. But the amount of colors that you see in the new sim is just night and day compared to what we're used to. Even in a non-photogrammetry area like you're looking at here. And it's part of what makes it. So like 10-8, yeah. No, it's southeast of the airport. Oh, okay. Oh, they're building a new terminal? Really? Harry goes straight in the mountains. You guys want to see some night lighting here? See what it looks like? Or at least look at that. Damn, that's gorgeous. I'm not going to be able to see where I'm going. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, there's the city there. Okay, I think that's what Luca was saying. Now, when you turn on the floodlights, they actually shine. See that? So, look at that. Yeah. Everything is self-shadowing, lighting, all that kind of stuff. It may be a little bit hairy, but not much. They really need to bring it back to Tech Alpha 1 levels when we first had it, but it's not bad. When you're down, it's up higher that it's not going to look. You're going to see that sepia tone when you're up in the flight levels. Down low here, it still looks okay, but we still need to LOD this out a little bit further, in my opinion. Look how smooth that is. Why aren't my landing lights on now? Oh, they are. Why didn't I see them? Yeah. Alright, there's the field there. And landing at night too, guys, is amazing. No, FPS didn't drop at all, you kidding? No, perfectly smooth. Perfectly smooth. When you're flying next to these buildings and these lights at night, it's just like, wow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it back here a little bit. kind of to about here. You guys want to land like this? So you can still see a little bit of the ground. Look at that. There's the field there. I need to start, whoops. What just happened? Oh no. Oh no. Please don't. We're going to get our first CTD, I think. Nope. Amazing. Wow, I thought we were going to... Look at that. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. LJ, folks. I call it Libijuana because I don't know how to pronounce it. Luca does. So, I'm a little bit high right now, so I'm going to kind of extend this downwind just a little bit, bleed off a little bit of speed. That is just gorgeous. To see the different colors of lights, the whites, the oranges, all that kind of stuff. Michael just go to the top of the mountain. See, Lublai, what? I can't even pronounce that. Look at the splash down there. Oh, yeah. See, this is how you fly up here so you don't see the green satellite image on the mountains. So, oh man, I am way high, folks, so we're going to see if I can pull this out. I don't think I'll be able to pull out all the power. Yeah, barrel roll, please. Still a little bit fast for flaps, but sorry. Whoops. Sorry. Got enough runway here. It can take this a little bit long. Bending the hell out of this airframe. Yeah, it's probably coming in pretty good there.
$500.
500 check. Hope I get back on center line. So one thing that's actually a little bit different is maintaining horizontal profile. Little anomaly in the clouds there. Whoa, boy, I'm getting slow. Power. It's alright, we've already made the runway. Iowa with the resub. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you've been doing good, man. I actually tried out Des Moines, speaking of Iowa. Surprised to see that was photogrammetry. Tried it out. It's one of the last flights I did in the closed beta, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, pulls to the left now. I don't get it. I don't understand. Is this a sim thing? Is it a controls thing? It shouldn't do that. Let me look and see if I can't tell if the brakes, if it's somehow triggering the brakes, maybe. But there is LJ. Can't wait to see this brought over for the new sim this airport. Love it. still getting used to driving a Cessna around now. But yeah, the atmosphere is freaking amazing. There is nothing like it. It should be out down around here, I think. We're still a little bit of a ways out. I can't remember. Maybe the tower wasn't there. I'd have to go back and look at the VOD. So, you had a nice little vacation last week. Went to see the daughter, son-in-law in Indiana. Nice. Sounds like fun. You can see the taxi lights, how they sit in their housings. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's just me, or did they get smaller? I always thought they were a little bit tall. And why are these out here in the middle of the taxiway, though? Oops. That's default for you, but still, we can live with that. So, did I find a difference between what's high and medium? I think I did. Oh, look at that. I love it. So, we are going to head and we're going to check out Athens now. You guys have to see this. This is absolutely amazing. And then after that, we're going to jump into the TBM and we're going to do Innsbruck, baby. Innsbruck. Just can't get enough of this. Clear out some of these emails while I'm waiting here. Here we go. Yeah, you guys are going to see some 3D modeling, all right. Set as departure, which I don't know why that's bugged. Harry, you can send that off to Zendesk if you want to. $11 gigs more, getting so close. You know, if you force quit Luca and restart it, it may catch at a higher bandwidth. Sloped runway at Athens is completely wrong. I am sure it probably is. Yeah, Iowa. Good thing you did. Would have sucked being home with no power. Oh, ouch. Oh, yeah, the derechos. Yes, I forgot about that. So, thanks, Harry. So, P factor kind of depends on the mood. I don't know why. Why doesn't anybody show up in chat in the users? I can see you all chatting, but for some reason it's not pushing forward. All right. Let it settle in here for just a second. Kill the overheads. Also, bug up these, bug the floodlights too. So we don't need those on during the day. It's probably tied to the runway lights. Why that's a known issue, by the way, guys. The runway lights being on during the day, so that'll get fixed. All right. 2-1 departure. Nathan, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a while. Must be different download times. Yeah, there were issues. I had extremely slow downloads here. Finally, when I got up this morning and I saw it was still downloading, I force quit it again, and it caught finally. So got him off the line. Look at this. Look how gorgeous that is. Harry, let's see. The city's to the left, isn't it? Our schedules mesh really well. We don't get to see each other. We don't have to talk to each other. Are you working right now? Or you're not on right now, I don't think. You had it preloaded, Harry? So what everybody had preloaded was the launcher, not the sim itself. So the main sim. So yours went fine, John? Yeah, mine didn't for some reason. I've got AT&T. You start at 0830. I don't even know what time it is right now. I have no idea what time it is. Did this change? Did they add some color to the terrain over here since beta? I don't remember it being this red. Wait, where's the city at here? I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I need to go to the right. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, John. It should be. Oh, it's 1830. I think it should be what? Let's see, about an hour and a half to 3 hours of download, depending on your connection. I think. I can come up the coast area if you want. I can kind of to the left here. If you guys want to see the, I don't think we've gone that way yet. The city, guys, is just over the hills here, just over the mountains. This is where Harry lives. Harry's one of our mods, one of our Discord mods, and one of the Flight Sim official Discord mods. So Harry's been busy trying to tamp down, trying to keep Discord moderated. So he also did the new channel graphics down there below. Did a really good job. So big thanks to that, Harry. So we're going to head towards the old airport, LGAT. Harry, is LGAT still in operation? I thought they closed it. Iowa, you just got the standard with Game Pass. So yeah, the issue, so Microsoft put out a statement on social media. The issue, I think, was with Premium Deluxe. There was some of the content didn't get pushed through, apparently. LGAT, Harry, the old airport on the coast, is that actually still in use, or did we just put that back in the sim for sentimental purposes? Yeah, Nathan, it is stunning. Stunning, stunning. They are building it? What? You mean rebuilding it? They're building a new town there. Oh. So, okay. So it's just there in the sim still for whatever reason. Like we finally got rid of Meigs, I think, but not LGAT, right? So I wonder if Navigraphs, if there's still procedures for that airport. They're destroying it still. Oh, okay. They're still tearing it down. So they don't plan on keeping it as an airport for any reason, GA or nothing, huh? Now, see how we're in Athens? See how the building colors are changed? Everything looks more regional. The trees do look better around here. Somebody went to town. Some developer went to work over here, I think. They fixed some things. We just took off out of Athens, yeah, and we're headed out towards the city. We took off from the new, well, it's not new anymore, but we're headed out towards the old Athens airport, and then we're gonna, which is right over here, and we're gonna turn around and fly through the city and take a look at some of the landmarks here. I'm going to go ahead and level out as close as I can. But yeah, look at this. Stunning. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. So there's, you got a glimpse of the old airport there. Whoops. Right there. Yeah, here you got them all straightened out. So in P3D, this would make my PC a turbine. Yeah. Actually, Athens, I don't think was... yeah, actually it was. The city was a frame rate hitter in P3D, you're right. The airport itself wasn't bad, but if you got high enough and close enough to the city, then it did kill your performance. Wait till you see all these buildings. Look at them over there. This would just choke you up in P3D. And we're flying on high settings right now, and the PC's not even, the graphics card's not even blinking at it. So here's the old airport in front of us here on the coast. Yeah, this is all auto-generated. It's all procedurally generated. This is a non-photogrammetry city, but it sure is gorgeous. They did the Black Shark and the Azure really, I mean, did great on this. So we're going to drop it down here just a little bit. Oh, there's X's on the runway. Well, it's never stopped us. So we're going to drop it down here just a little bit. Harry, you can tell me when to turn inbound. I think it's up here a little bit to see some of these landmarks. Loaded 32 minutes. Turn 005. So due north pretty much. Should I put in some mood lighting? You guys want to see that? Look at that frickin' water. Oh. Go lower, I should see it. Alright, let me put the daytime lighting back on real quick. So sit right up here. No, something else. Is that it over here? Or am I not far enough north yet? To the left? Oh. No, that's just... Oh, there it is. Okay, I got you. Sorry, guys. My fault. So we're going to turn around it so we can see it sunlit. But there you go. Look at that. Mike, what's up? Flying default. Straight up default. How about that? We've got a sim we can do that in now, not be ashamed of it. So, how about that? Look at that. Holy cow. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. All right, let's go land at LGAT, even though the airport's closed. How about that? What's my altitude here? About 13. Amazing, huh? Can find the airport. There it is. All right. If I can pick out which is the old runway here. That's closed, but not closed. Not closed to us. Alright, let me bring back the power here. Let's get configured up. A little bit, look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah, we finally got us a sim. So we got lots more to see today, boys. Do I spy a freaking Vassy over there? Can't be. Whole runway should be closed. Now it's a building. Yeah, multiplayer. Yeah, it is amazing. They really did good on that too. They did good on all aspects of the sim. Let's put another notch. Back on center line. Wonder if the sim will register. Yeah, it should actually, because it's still here as an airport. Might register this flight as LGAT. People see that in the logbook and go, what the... What are you doing? I feel like my controls are still set for airliner stuff, so...
500.
500 check. Gear 3 welded, undercarriage, mixture, full props constant. Runway environment looks good, stable, continue, on speed, on path. Nobody here but some yellow X's. I remember flying here in the FS9 days. Happies aren't too happy because they're not even here. Don't lurch me. Don't lurch me. Welcome to LGAT, guys. The old Athens airport. Gotta love. Yeah, Greece is just freaking gorgeous. I can't wait to. It's it is a military airport for fixed wing or rotary, or both. Why is it X'd out in this? I thought you said they were tearing it down. I didn't know. Was there another runway here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were parallels. Oh, you know what? This one wasn't X'd out, though. Could have used this one, huh? I chose to be difficult. Alright, Luca. Good to see you again, man. Take care, bud. They're gonna make they're gonna reclaim the land, basically. So, nice. Good stuff. So, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a little bit of an intermission. We'll keep the stream running, and then we're going to jump in the TBM at Vienna, and we're gonna head over to Innsbruck, of course. So, I think. I need to make sure that I go to the right deal here. So there we go. So we will do that. Let me bring down the sim sound so you guys just aren't hearing a bunch of stuff here. So guys, let's take 5 here, and we'll come back and we'll get loaded up. You guys can kind of watch the sunset here for just a couple of minutes. So we will be right back. All right. Nathan's headed out. Take it easy, Nathan. Have a good one. We get sound back? What happened in the sound? It's a little bit strange. Let me turn these on and off again. That's the problem with the headphones. Sometimes we lose focus on... Oh, you know what? I think I turned the sim sounds off, didn't I? No? Ooh, how do we get that back? That's odd. That is odd. Pop these open real quick and see if I can bring the sim sounds back. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear audio okay? That is, you guys say you guys can hear me talking okay. Why did it lose focus on the sim? Does anybody know? I don't think I've ever had that issue. We need to go back to the main menu anyhow. That is really strange. And it lost audio also on oh boy, that's almost a start and stop. In Streamlabs too, and OBS. Let me see if I can. Okay, I think I know. Maybe? No? Let's try one more time. Yeah, lots of this is one of the reasons why I don't like headphones, at least the wireless, because it's lost the sim, and I think it's lost Streamlabs also. So what I am going to do maybe is let's see what happens when I throw this back over to Realtek. Okay, and that works. And if I go back to headphones, and it doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump back over to Realtek, and we'll go to Blue Mic. That should not be happening. So can you guys hear okay on the desktop mic, but you can't hear on... Go back to Realtek. So for some reason I can't get the sim back. I don't know if I'm gonna have to start and restart the stream for Streamlabs to pick it up. But that seems like that's what's gonna have to happen, because it's lost. I wonder if I just click out, if I could bring the focus back. And it's probably, no, it's not going to work. Once you lose the audio in Streamlabs, you're done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the stream real quick, guys. So give me just a couple of seconds, and we'll come right back here in just 2 seconds.